What do you make of what's happening in China? What do you make of the prospect of regulation in the U.S.? There's some people, Fred Wilson's been on Twitter, says anytime the government tries to stop something, it actually demonstrates that it has value. There are others that say the regulation is going to kill it. There are others that say that the regulation is effectively going to credentialize it.
So I think you have to take regulations really seriously, and it's more likely to be a negative than a positive for a decentralized currency. Why? One is governments worry about illicit payments. Two is governments have understood that they should be in this game. I think of China as trying to make room for a centralized digital currency. They want to occupy that space. So you have to crowd out the private sector decentralized one, and that's what they're trying to do. So I don't think that the regulatory approach is going to be a great facilitator of higher prices. I think it's going to continue to play this tug of war with private sector adoption. At the end of the day, they can both coexist, but a lot will depend on whether the public sector is willing to give up seigniorage, is willing to complicate its monetary policy implementation. There are big issues here, Andrew.
The other question I was going to ask you is, I keep hearing that there are companies, and we talked about Colonial Pipeline and some of these others that have paid ransom. I've heard anecdotally about companies that have been buying Bitcoin, effectively putting it on their balance sheet. I don't know if they're disclosing it because maybe it's not material, because of worries that they might have to actually pay ransoms in the future. What do you think of that?
So I haven't heard about this, but if it is true, it's going to be another reason why governments will be nervous about private decentralized cryptos. So you just spoke to one of the other elements they're worried about, which is not seeing enough into the payment system. And that's something that for all sorts of reasons, including national security, governments don't want to give up that easily. That's why you're seeing that resistance going on right now.
But back to the first question I asked you about correlation. Let's talk about the market right this second, because we are in the green this morning. Things do look better. But as we mentioned, some of the crypto stuff looks better. And I do think there's a larger question longer term, whether you think this stuff should be considered correlated, uncorrelated, and when we'll actually know one way or the other.
So we will know when there is a change in financial conditions, as Mike said, when there's a change in the confidence that the marketplace has in a liquidity paradigm that is supported by ultra-loose monetary policy for a long time. As long as that paradigm stays in place, we are going to see certain rotations, but we're not going to see a major move down in assets. If, however, there is doubt, inflation being one, the Federal Reserve changing its policy stand being another, these are all possibilities, not probabilities, possibilities, then you would expect a major move. And then I suspect we'll find that all sorts of things are correlated.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.